This is something I've been doing for many years. I was initially an estate planner, and I decided litigation was a growing area, which has proven to be true. And as a result, I've been practicing in trust litigation. I think there's also a lot of estate planners out there who may think that they want to move into trust litigation for the reason of the increase in the exemption for tax purposes, and for many reasons that give rise to trust litigation in California. With regard to why I like the book, there are two things I think that stand out in my mind, and those are the coverage and the organization. And with regard to coverage, let me just give an example. It starts with a chapter by Kristen Caverly, who is my partner, and she has the first chapter on meeting with the client evaluation with regard to defining the client's goals, and I find it extremely helpful to just read over that before I have a new client come in. The last chapter is on settlement agreements and the enforcement of settlement agreements, and these days so many more actions are taking place in mediation rather than in the courtroom. And as a result, most trust litigation, something like 95%, does settle before trial. I've found that there's really hard to find information in the Matthew Bender Practice Guide. And for example, Chapter 6 is on powers of attorney and how those involve trust litigation. And these days, with so many people living longer, therefore people becoming incapacitated more, and as a result, the powers of attorney are springing to life and becoming used a great deal more in the courtroom than they have before. Also, this chapter was written by my co-counsel, Lee Johnson, who is assisting in working on a case involving the power of attorney, and how extremely interesting it is, and I think will be really valuable in the years to come as that area of litigation grows. The second feature that I like the most is the organization of the material. It is really organized for the busy trust litigator. The organization of the book is according to the particular claim or the particular proceeding. And of course, in litigation, we are accustomed to having discovery where you cover the whole ground. There might be a number of different claims that come up during discovery, but when it's time to sit down and actually write your pleading to the court, I like something that is easy to use, quick to find things, and gives me everything I need to know about that proceeding. And that's why I think this practice guide is wonderful. It's wonderful for a trust litigator's portfolio, and in addition, not only to those who do it a great deal, but also those who are now coming into the area.